Hello friends, welcome to SQL Server tutorial. In this video, we will see how to perform index rebuild. So in the last video, we talked about reorganizing the index. Reorganizing the index is helpful when fragmentation is less than 30%. In some cases, even the fragmentation is less than 30%, the reorganizing the index may not work if the index is not highly fragmented in multiple pages. So in those cases, you can check for the recovery of reorganizing, and if you are not satisfied, you can go with rebuilding the index. Rebuilding the index will help when fragmentation grown beyond 30% or reorganizing is not helping. So during that time also you can go ahead with the rebuilding. But rebuilding is the costlier operation, and rebuilding index does the following. It reclaims the disk space because it is going to rebuild the entire disk. So if there is any multiple page span, that will be reduced, and thereby you will get some disk space gain. And it will also perform row reorder. So by doing the row reorder, you can get some more additional space, and it removes fragmentation. So that will be done by the reorganizing as well. So it performs the task of reorganizing by removing the fragmentation. On top of that, it will perform operations specific to rebuilding. During the rebuild, index is dropped and rebuilt. And during this time, operation on table data is blocked. So that means if this is the table A on which there is a index, and when you are rebuilding this index, other user cannot access this. So this access is blocked. Once the rebuild is completed, user can get passed through the index usage. So when rebuilding the index, it is good idea to find maintenance window. So maintenance window means during that time database will not be available to the user. So you can intimate the user about the interruption and perform the index rebuild. So it's good to get DBA's approval and then perform the operation. So don't go simply and perform rebuild. You can do that in the demo database. Like here we are going to do that in Adventure Work or Northwind. So this is our learning session, and in that case we can do that. But in a real-time database, if you do, then all the connected user will get interrupted, and it is not advisable. So you have to find a maintenance window, intimate the user, and then perform the index rebuild. SQL 2012 supports rebuild online option. So this option will minimize the interruption. So this kind of interruption, but not omits completely. So that means it's not guaranteed. It states that just like organizing the index, it can go online, but not 100%. There may be some interruption in between. Moreover, the online option is available with the enterprise edition of SQL Server only. So usually when you go to the production system, there you may find enterprise edition. So we can say it is available there because of enterprise edition, but it is not guaranteed that there will not be any interruption in terms of rebuild online. So at times there may be interruption. So a good advice is find a maintenance window, intimate the user, and if the maintenance window is in the non-working hour, so if it is in the outside the busy time, in the sense to say, for example, 11 p.m. in the night to 5 o'clock in the morning, right? So during that time, you can find a maintenance window and intimate the user. So depending on the size of the index or size of the table, the process may sometime even go 2 or 3 hours. So it depends on the data. If there are 10 billions of data on a table, and if you perform the index rebuild, it may even take days. Alright, now we will go to the demo. So we will use the same query, and this time we will pick some indexes that is more than 50%. So we can say it's highly fragmented. We will execute it, and there are some indexes that is more than 50%. We will pick this one, 75%. So 75%, and it states it's a database log, and in the table you can see database log here, indexes. This is the non-clustered index again. So here this time we are choosing the rebuild option, and it shows that it's a non-clustered index, pk database log, and you can simply click OK. This will perform a rebuild operation. Now if I execute the query, here you can see that 75% index is not there. That means database log is not here because we recreated it. Now we will pick some other index. Or we can check here itself, go to reorganize, and if you see, the total fragmentation is gone to 25%. Previously it was 75, right? So let me pick the object name as employee. Here it is. And there are two entries here, login ID AK employee login ID, AK employee login ID, 66%. So here we can choose the rebuild index. This will rebuild the index, and if I go to reorganize, now it shows 33%. From 66 it got reduced to 33%, and if I run the query again, it will not show in the result. Alright, if you see, employee table has only one index, that is fragmented 50%. So here this rebuild is going on real quick, right? Because the number of rows is less here, but in a production or in a live database, number of rows may be more. It may be in millions or billions. So rebuilding the index is a costly operation, and it is not guaranteed to be online as well. So that's why you have to find a maintenance window and perform the rebuild operation. After the rebuild, since fragmentation percentage is improved, I mean, since the fragmentation is reduced, the performance will be good considerably. So all the client application will see a good performance. Alright, that's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.